just had our 17th anniversary.
You did?
Yes.
Wow, well, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
So now who owns the place?
Russ Fitzgibbon.
Oh, so Russ does own
Yes,
the place.
yes.
So did he purchase it from someone else?
Yeah,
Or?
a woman named Beverly. She owned it before, and something had happened where like she got sick, and I don't really know the full story, but his dad was just coming through town. And he was like, "Oh, there's a flower shop for sale. You should look into it," And just like that, he came over and he bought it.
And that was it?
That was it.
Oh, that's crazy.
He was just like, we'll try it out. We'll see what happens. And it just took off from there. Like, the first couple of years were really slow. Mm-hmm. But, like any new business in town, you never know. And he wasn't from around here, so it's not like he had a following or anything.
So he's not from, where's he from?
He lived in, he's from Alden, like went to Alden.
Okay.
Lived in Lancaster, and then before was living in Williamsville.
Oh, so he's been
like Buffalo. Yeah.
And then came out here. But you know, I'm seeing that time and time again out here in Batavia.
People tend to like gravitate this way. I don't know why.
You know what's happening in Batavia too? And there's like a different type of culture here. It's almost like just enough outside of Buffalo and outside of Rochester to be its own thing.
And local businesses are really like they're just necessary nowadays.
Hugely necessary. Yeah.
It's just happening. Like it's a thing.
Keep going. That was awesome. No, because it's true. It really is. You can't have. Well, a lot of people started asking me when I started the show, "Why are you doing small businesses in a small town show?" And I was like, "You can't have a small town. It's crucial to have these awesome small businesses."
It is, and like I even see like these big places like Walmart and Tops, but people want quality and they want like a relationship with whoever they're purchasing things from. Like, our economy is great right now, but at the same time, when the economy falls, people are still going to be loyal to you. Yeah. So and it works out. It's just a circle,
Yeah, it is. And when you really think about the importance of our society, flowers are huge for the most special moments of your life.
That's what we were saying. Like, we're there for people at their worst moments, and we're there for people at their best moments of their life. And, it's beautiful in both ways for us because we're just there to support regardless. But, you see people at their worst, you see people at their best. It's so nice when you have someone in here crying over a funeral, and then the following year they're like, "Oh, I'm getting married," or "I have a baby," or you see these people, they all come back.
That's amazing.
It's an emotional business. Like it's very emotional,
right? Yeah,
we get opposites all the time. Like,
that's
it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart. At first, I was so like my very first funeral appointment, I'm like, ooh. I need tissues. Like, I'm going to start crying in front of these people. I felt horrible, and it bothered me for months. Like, after doing them, then you start doing them, and you realize these people are coming to you and asking you to do something for them. So, like, you have to be the rock right now. Like, they're at their lowest point. Like, you have to tell them, exactly how things are going to be and that it's going to be all right. And we do this a lot, unfortunately. But, it's just... It's bittersweet, to go through something like that. But
because you're providing this beautiful service, but at the same time, that's one of the worst times in a lot of people's lives.
It is.
You got to be like just.
And I've had people come in and say, we shopped around, or we went to this florist, we went to that florist, and we want to come to you because we felt comfortable. Like, we felt really. We didn't feel like this was like a business transaction. This was like you're trying to help us, or you're trying to give us the best thing. So
family business.
Yeah, and I'm like, that's what this is. Like, we're not.
It's a mom and pop, and
I'm not here to make my money. If I wanted to make money, I'd go live in the city someplace and work my ass off and be miserable with my life. Like, I'm here because I love what I do and I love sharing it with everybody. So, and Russ is the same way. He won't ever say it to people because he's a guy.
We don't.
Guys don't talk like that. But like, he's like, this is just, it's what I do. Like, I love what I do. I love who I do it for. Like, this is just my gig. And he always says that. And it's just kind of like my motto too when I'm working here. It's like, this is not a job. This is not, a cash cow or anything like that. It's just a local business, and we support each other. And
so the business has been around for a long time.
Yeah.
And then Russ takes it over, and then you come into the fold 2 years ago.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And you just took to it.
I did. I just gravitated towards it.
It's your personality.
Everything about it. Like, it wasn't even, this is just like a small shop where we listen to music, and sometimes we pour a little wine when we're drinking, and it helps us or when we're working. So it's just like, it's so relaxed. And like, we have our high times, trust me. Like, Valentine's Day is crazy. Mother's Day is crazy. We work, like 15, 19-hour days, but we have 5 other drivers come in, and we're loading up vehicles, and we're putting all these boxes together, random things just to hold up vases, and like, I love those times because we're all about the work, but we're having so much fun while we're doing it. Like, it's like a big party. This room is filled with like food and snacks, and it's a party during those times because we're so busy and we're at our wits' end. No one has time to sleep or shower or make food or anything. But it's like the best time. And then we have, you know, some other days where it's just relaxed and slow, and we get to get really creative, and we can go and, you know, from the buyer, pick out a few things that are different that we don't usually carry, and
just to play with it.
Play with it. Stick it in the case.
What did I see in there? All this stuff. I mean, basically, somebody comes in and says, "I need like a old rocking chair that's tiny, and I want it to look this way, and I want this basket." You guys will just figure it out.
Yeah, usually we don't get a lot of gifts. A lot of times we ask people like if they want a gift included in a flower arrangement that they bring it in, because from like our wholesalers we can't really get exactly everything. There's only so much, and there's enough small shops around here. Like, there are a lot of small gift shops that we send people to all the time that like are in Darien, or there's one in Batavia. There's a few around this area that, you know, we try to push people to get things from there. If they need candy, we never hardly ever say like, okay, we'll get the candy for you. We say go down to Oliver's and purchase the candy from them, or, you know, whatever's local.
But that ties right into what you said.
It does. It's all about supporting the local businesses. And I mean, it comes right back to us too, because 9 times out of 10 people just like to talk, and they say, oh, I was down getting flowers and they sent me down here, and that's it. That's all we needed is, you know, people to know that we're each of us are helping each other out.
It's obviously seasonally dependent. If we're coming up on Valentine's Day, I can't walk in and can I have 6 dozen?
No.
So your lead time under a normal circumstance is
like 2 or 3 days, really.
3 days.
Any time that's just, you know, not a holiday.
Awesome.
But like Mother's Day, Valentine's Day, Christmas even gets really busy. Thanksgiving, those we kind of would like, you know, a week, or we have some people that do annual orders, so they already prepaid for everything for 5 years.
You're kidding.
Oh yeah, all the time.
I never heard of that before.
Or like each year they say just renew everything. Like there's one gentleman who has 2 birthdays, and Mother's Day, Valentine's Day, and Christmas.
Wow.
It's all set up on one account.
Okay.
And then when his card expires, he'll call us the next year and say, this is the card for this year, charge it, and it's all taken care of. He doesn't have to worry about it. It's all done.
Dude, I've never heard of that before for a flower shop.
Doesn't happen often because some people don't know where everyone's going to be in that time.
Sure. But it's super nice to have. I mean, it's great for you guys.
Having it like a year in advance and knowing, okay, that's an order that we're going to fill. But, you know, 2 weeks is great. 3 days is fine.
So basically, whenever you know you're going to need the flower.
The sooner the better, we tell everybody.
And you guys encourage calls and stop-ins instead of just... Now, you have a website.
Yeah.
And we can place our order on there?
Yep. Our website's fully... You can put an order in. You don't have to talk to anybody. You just put all your information in there. We process it here.
Okay.
Same day.
Do you guys give a call when it's ready, or
we actually don't do confirmations just because so much happens in between the day that we're not really we don't have like a set time schedule. Because we just fly by the seat. Because you never know. We could get a flat tire and someone's waiting at 2 p.m.
So you read my mind again.
But you never know what's going to happen, so we try to keep everything just like one day. We get 24 hours. If it's not there, people usually always give us a call, or if someone didn't call up and thank them, you know. We can try to keep in touch with everybody as much as we can. So most of our customers are very trustworthy of us, and we try our best to get everything there before 2 o'clock, you know.
And then what is the one thing, like, is there something about Beverly's that people don't know that they should know?
I feel like a lot of people don't realize I don't know if they realize that we do events and a lot more weddings, other than, I think people look at us as just like the local florist where you buy for special occasions. But we could do like corporate events, or we do like a lot of weddings. I'd like to get more weddings because we need more young people in here. And I think that's just the one thing that we're kind of not behind on, but not very open about, because we don't really take the time to post everything. You know, I do at the end of the season. We post, you know, all of our weddings, and it's so hard to get photos from people.
I can only imagine.
I'm calling up brides, and mind you, we have like 20 brides, so trying to get through 20 of them, and then getting permission from the photographer that we can post them.
Oh, that's right, because you have to get that and the photographer.
Yes, and I try to collaborate with photographers too, just to kind of get like word of mouth advertising, and it works out very well, especially with social media these days. If I tag, they tag, and it just bounces back and forth. So that's just the only thing, I guess.
And flower shops are good because it's such a visual medium.
Oh, yeah.
That it'll speak for itself.
Yeah.
You know, to a degree.
Yeah.
And then you have the other side where you build the relationships with the people.
Right.
So, I mean, you in the point of, you get a wedding, you also get their kids' weddings, you get their, you know, it's one of those businesses where if you can get the event, there's this beautiful trickle down effect or trickle up, you know, throughout the course of somebody's life, because you got a guy or a girl now.
Right.
We've got the flower shop. You don't even think about it, and somebody says call Beverly's.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, and you kind of know that relationship at that point.
Yeah.
You know. So,
and we're also like, I mean, I don't think a lot of people realize that we do special orders all the time for like out in Rochester, out in Buffalo. Like, we have resources that we can put together to make it work, because, you know, we are generally just Genesee County, but we can expand a little bit, you know.
So within with Erie County, you can
and it's all, it varies on the day, you know. If it's a super busy day, we're not going to drive all the way out to wherever in downtown Buffalo, but if, you know, there's a week where we just, we know that someone needs something, we'll take it out there. It's not a big deal. We go to Alden sometimes, Medina, Albion.
So is it you and Russ? I mean, this is really just you two, right?
We like to run the show.
I like to run the show. There's like only two of you. It's a true mom and pop.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, seriously.
It's just like these, you know.
We're work husband and wife.
That's awesome, though. And that's why I didn't mean to put you on, because it's, you
know, no, it's okay. You're fine.
I mean, he is lucky to have somebody like you, because it's a hard business.
Did you hear that, Rob?
I did. We have it on camera. I told him right to his face when he was here.
Yeah.
It's a hard thing to do. No, you can't. Unless I grew up in a family restaurant, it was hard.
It's tough. You can't do it by yourself. And I mean, we have a huge support team. Like, he's got friends and family out there. They come out here. They go out there.
So when he needs it, he'll like just put the call out. And and then
usually it's me.
Is that you got to do all the logistics?
Yes.
He's like you get.
He's like, you do the dirty work.
That's funny.
But
like
you know, it works.
You know, but I'm glad he asked you to do this.
Yeah. So I mean, there's really, I think a lot of people know everything that we do here. Everyone's very used to it, but we do special things too.
Yeah, special orders and events.
Special orders, special events. I mean, I like to do more weekend work. You know, events really, because there's a million businesses out here, and there's businesses around the area that people like to have fresh things for whatever it is, work parties or graduation. What we do here, we see here. We don't get to see the after unless we're totally setting up the whole entire thing.
That's right. Yeah, you don't.
Usually,
get to see
there's so much that is put into something, and like we drop off our flower arrangements, then we leave.
Right.
And in the end, we don't get to see the whole end game, because it adds so much to the little details.
Yeah.
It just adds so much.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
We have to remember that also. Those people don't even realize those things because it's just naturally beautiful in its own. But we try to keep everything super, super nice and extremely fresh. And we've been told that the flowers last a really long time.
Nice.
A really long time. So people take care of them.
Yeah, I was just going to say, so that is important too. Oh,
yeah.
But that's really important, because you can buy, and we've all experienced that, where you pay a lot of money and they die like in a day or two.
And that's the thing with fresh. I think a lot of people are afraid of fresh flowers these days, because they think, I'm spending all this money and they're only going to last a couple days. But I don't think they realize that they last a while if you take care of them. They're
Isn't that
things.
That's a supermarket's fault.
Yeah.
Right? It's like democratization of this business that hurt that.
Yeah.
Right? Because you guys are buying top quality stuff and you're taking great care of it because you have to.
Yeah.
And you go down to the local. Yeah,
and I've had people, you know, who come in and say, well, they're only so much down at Tops or Walmart or whatever. And
yeah, but it's garbage.
I'm like, okay, you can go ahead and buy them and put them at home, but I don't think they're going to last too long if they're even going to make it home, you know?
Yeah, they don't, man.
Seriously.
Yeah, no,
I'm
it's garbage.
Though.
It's commoditized.
They're
like
living things that need to be taken care of.
Yeah.
And it's not like a whole lot of work. They just need fresh water.
Right.
Fresh snip, fresh water. The last year.
Yeah,
2 weeks.
Because it's in 2 weeks.
I've had people keep their flowers for 2 weeks.
No, we've had some. I had some with my ex-wife. In 2 weeks for flowers is a big deal.
Yeah.
And then after a couple days, you know, you're like amazed.
Yeah.
Right. And then a week goes by. You're like, there's no way that's happening.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm not looking at that.
Right.
And you really feel great when you get them, and that's how you find your flower shop too. You know, because you pay good money and then you get good product. Done.
We try.
You don't need to know anything else.
No.
Right. Oh my God, that was again. Did you feel that?
What?
That closed. That was a close.
I know.
That was
okay,
perfect close. Yeah. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
Not really. I should ask Russ if he wants us to.